A statement. A statement. A statement. I started this YouTube channel in what I considered to be an act of obedience to God. Thanks to His mercy and grace, I had been delivered from a decades-long addiction to alcohol. During the difficult period of alcohol cessation, all I had to keep me sober through the long, lonely, sleepless nights were the fear of a death I had narrowly avoided, a pet bunny rabbit who has since passed away in my arms, and a renewed interest in songwriting and home audio production. It was an activity that distracted me from my misery and that healed my mind and brain. At some point, what I call the still small voice started nagging me to start a YouTube channel with the putative purpose of finding other people who were struggling with alcohol addiction and maybe helping them to quit like I did. I resisted. I did not want to do it. Because I was sincere in my aversion, and because God, I suppose, looked indulgently upon my sincerity, He was patient with my bargaining. I would do it, I said, as long as He would grant me one wish: to find a few like-minded souls along the way who would become real friends outside the cold, hollow, dopamine-sprinkled glitter of social media interaction. A bit over a year later, that wish has been granted, and I feel that I am now free to leave. I hate YouTube. I see what it does to people. I see no point in elaborating. Just look at the stupid thumbnails of men with terrified soy faces, desperate to appease the almighty algorithm, which did precisely nothing to help me find the needy addicts that I sought. I can think of nothing in this world more useless than an algorithm that seems to go out of its way not to connect a content creator with his intended audience, despite his concerted efforts to follow every protocol that is put out there as advice toward that end. One of the least watched videos I ever made was titled, "How Home Audio Production Can Help You Defeat Alcohol Addiction." The specificity of that title was supposed to cue the algorithm to find the intended audience for that message. Either it failed miserably, which means its programmers are incompetent, or it refused to help, which indicates that they are indifferent to human suffering at best and or malevolent at worst. When I learned that it took telling salacious horror stories about one's alcoholism to goad the algorithm into action, I developed a deep and abiding hatred of this platform, and I only kept going because of my conviction that it was what God wanted me to do. YouTube's only saving grace is that through it, I met those few people whom I asked God to meet, and chief among them is Brian Rich. Brian is the most important songwriter in the history of music recording. Brian tells the truth in terms that anyone can understand. The world needs that now more than ever before, and for that reason, Brian's work is important. Now YouTube is stepping on Brian and his channel, censoring him and refusing him basic channel functionalities, all in the name of keeping the community safe. I have come to hate that word community. I think someone needs to coin an alternative. And I hate YouTube's sanctimonious lies. Just earlier today, before I found out about YouTube's persecution of Brian, I had deleted most of my videos related to working on his songs because I didn't want anyone in Nashville looking at my plug-in chains. Then I had Brian telling me I might need to delete all of them because of YouTube's disgraceful and evil behavior. It is time for people to stop cowering before tyrants and enslavers. I cannot in good conscience continue to participate in this culture of debasement. I am out of here. I will leave this channel up for the time being with my contact information in the channel description. I already have a Rumble channel started somewhere, and we'll begin posting to it in the next day or so. I will leave one more short video, assuming this channel is not taken down. I will leave one more short video with all my contact information, and that will be it. To all my subscribers who never got notifications for my uploads, and who in all likelihood will not be notified of this one, God bless and keep you all. And I hope one day people will get sick enough of this evil to shake its dust off the soles of their feet and move on. Thank you and goodbye.